Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special reading for the earth signs Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and their twin flame connection. Twins, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Twins, I hope that you're doing well. If you're here as a cross watcher, welcome. If you're here and you're not sure of what a twin flame journey is, I've included a link to Gabi Kovalenko's full-length explanation of the history of the twin flame journey. She does such a beautiful job and a much more comprehensive job of explaining exactly what it is. I am a twin flame. I was in separation from my twin for many years, and we are now in union. I do these readings to help twin flames everywhere navigate the journey just by taking a temperature on what's going on in your connection at this time. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one will be, The first one will be from the Healing Heart Oracle for the overall energy. And then for the tarot portion of the reading, I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Mirror Visions by James Eads. I don't use it very often, but it is called a lenticular deck, and it's kind of holographic. It has two images on one card, and it's pretty spectacular. So I kind of don't use it very often because it's almost like it's for special occasions. So I hope you all are doing well. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and their twin flame connection. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have? Thank you for the twins. You got number 26, which reduces to an 8, the strength card of the major arcana. That's Leo energy. Strength card talks about looking at all the things, all the ways in which we've tried to protect ourselves, our ego-centered nature, the things that not only help us define our identity, but also can prevent us from connecting with other people. Through pride, through arrogance, through this sense of individuality that actually can work against us when we're shutting other people out. We need the ego in order to kind of navigate the world and define ourselves, but too much ego, an overactive ego, can actually prevent us from connection, right? So strength card inferred here would represent to me that you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, a lot of soul searching, a lot of healing in order to master your ego, to not let it prevent you from connection and to not let it isolate you, to be open. I feel like you're a little bit more open-minded than you normally would be. We'll see. The card you got is Recovering Heart. Step onto the road of deeper healing. See, I didn't even read the card, and here you are. Recovering Heart, step onto the road of deeper healing. And I immediately, when I held the card up, this reminded me of, like, you know, those kind of heavy metal albums of the 70s and 80s. They kind of had imagery like this. You know, when people were doing all sorts of substances, especially rock stars. Not that they're not doing them now, but they were doing particular kinds. And if you look at the artwork of those times, it seems, especially, I mean, Pink Floyd was even before that, but artwork of these albums were really actually showcasing connections to space, the cosmos, nature, psychedelics, you know, and I feel like there's something being channeled here. This could have been something that you uncovered in altered state, meditative state, where you saw a spirit animal, perhaps even, I don't know if this is supposed to be a dove. It looks even more intense than dove. It doesn't look like a phoenix, although it does seem to be rising from some kind of fire. So it could be representative of a phoenix. I've never, in the depictions of phoenixes, I don't know that I've ever seen all white ones, but take it as it resonates. It doesn't really matter. What matters is this kind of rebirth, regeneration, emanating from, is almost, Spirit wanted me to say cosmic cauldron. Kind of breaking away. I hear in my mind this unwrapping sound, like tissue paper in a bag, but instead of paper, it's almost like plasticky, like the sounds of kind of embers, but it feels very plasticky. So I don't know if you're doing something right now where you're opening up packaging, or you're throwing away things, or you're cleaning while you're listening to this this message. I often do that when I listen to tarot. I'm always cleaning or doing something else. But I hear that crackling sound. I mean, maybe if you're cleaning and you're purging and you're kind of putting your Marie Kondo piles together, does it spark joy? What did she say? If it doesn't spark joy, then it's either give away or donate or something, or excuse me, donate or throw away. You know, that's a very important process to healing as well, especially if you're holding on to things that channel energy from the past. You know, objects, they hold a lot of energy. I mean, if they didn't, I wouldn't be surrounded by so many crystals. They hold so much energy, but things do that as well. You know, feathers, stones, jewelry, clothing. So if you're purging something right now, it feels like right on time, like a cleansing process that you're going through. Step onto the road of deeper healing. I think you're asking more profound questions at this time, having to do with your twin. Maybe you're asking the question, why am I a twin flame? Could be hard to talk about. Why am I a twin flame? Why me? You know, not everybody is a twin. Some say that the twin flames are part of the 144,000. I'm not sure. I don't know. You take that as it resonates, if that feels right to you. But there aren't that many of us, and we have a sacred purpose as twins to heal ourselves and heal the world. Perhaps one moment at a time. And some of you might be healing the world on a grand scale, like in a public way, and some of you might be doing it privately, just by focusing on living your best life. Either way, you're living out the twin flame mission. And can you believe for a moment that your twin is also on the path to doing the same? It's hard sometimes. It's hard when we're upset with our twins, especially if I'm speaking to twins in separation. It's like, it's hard sometimes to think that your twin is also working on themselves. Sometimes we just get so frustrated, we just want to be mad at them. But again, your twin is your ultimate mirror, and if you're mad at your twin, you're mad at yourself. Spirit just showed me a pair of handcuffs, not to suggest that your twin is in handcuffs, God forbid, but it's more about the sense that you're tied to them, and sometimes it feels like a prison, and sometimes it feels like a blessing. And you're trying to reconcile that for yourself. I'm going to pull 4 cards for the base spread. The first card will be your energy. The second will be your twins. Feel free to flip those, as twins often mirror one another. Third card will be the connection. Fourth card will be advice from Spirit. I'm only taking uprights in this reading. Wow. Oh, wow. First card out. Well, I'll show it to you in a second. Hold on. Because these cards are lenticular and they have 2 images within one card, I'm tending not to pull any additional clarifiers, but I will if Spirit wants me to. One more. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it shows me, I could tell, and not everybody got a reading like this, okay, but I could tell you've been doing the work. I could feel it. And Spirit is reaffirming that message, because the card that you got in your position is the number 8, strength. So 8-8 right here. Thank you, Spirit, for that beautiful synchronicity, right? And see how they're changing? The clarifier is the orbs. So we'll get to that in a second. So I just want to show you the strength card. We see this is such a, it was very expensive, this deck, but it's such a stunning deck. The strength card, we can see the lion here. Very funny, because now I'm hearing the line from one of my favorite movies, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which I always talk about because it's just so full of wisdom, that film. Only a leap from the lion's mouth will he prove his worth. So one of the key clutch moments of that film, and I hope that you've seen it. If you haven't, please do yourself a favor and watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. By far the best one of the whole series. I don't care what anybody says. Clutch scene. His whole faith. He's a scientist. He's an archaeologist. He has to rely on faith, the ultimate faith, to pass a test. Only a leap from the lion's mouth will he prove his worth. And Spirit is showing that to me right now, suggesting to me that you have taken a great leap of faith. You've traversed it. See those legs there? It's almost like they're walking through a field. You've traversed this. Oh, look, see, there are like lots of lion's heads here. And you're walking through. You Leo energy here. I'm hearing 2 songs in my head related to fire. The one by Bruce Springsteen, Oh, I'm on Fire, and also Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. I hear that. It's almost like those 2 songs blended together. Something about walking through the coals, walking through the fire. Now, Spirit, sorry, I'm clairaudient, so like I just hear a lot of songs right now, and Spirit's just throwing all these songs at me. We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel, one of his biggest hits. You know, and maybe it's because this energy, they want to focus on this energy for you, that you have been through the ringer. You have been through the fire. Now I'm hearing an R&B song. Who now I can't remember who sings it. It's through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. Right down to the wire, even through the fire. Oh man, I really wish I knew. I don't know if that's Roberta Flack. I feel shameful that I don't know who sings that song. It was like either late 70s, early 80s. It was from a long time ago. I think that one is the culmination of where they were trying to get me to go. For a chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. The thing about it is that you're risking for yourself first. You're walking through this terrain of what could be hot topics or triggering topics for you, triggering things in your life, traumas in your life that you've, just had to look at, like where are the blockages happening that might have nothing to do with your twin. I feel as though your spirit guides have just come in because I feel fluctuation on this side. They have nothing to do with your twin. You're just, if you have like self-confidence blockages, money blockages, creativity blockages, you might be sitting in quiet contemplation or just asking yourself. I actually see somebody staring out into water, like into a lake or into the ocean, staring out into the water, just like sitting there questioning or having a conversation with yourself, like, why can't I just get over this cycle of procrastination, this cycle of writer's block, or I feel like I want to start so many different projects. I have so many different ideas in my head, but I just can't get started. What is the blockage? What is the blockage? And like actually digging deep, maybe going back to that singular conversation from when you were 9 years old and your parent or a friend or somebody, a teacher said, oh, you can't do that. Don't even bother. You're not going to finish it. Earth sign. You're not going to finish it, so don't even bother. I don't think people realize just how critical, how malleable children's minds are. And it just takes one statement to just kind of make somebody spiral, right? And I'm sure I'm guilty of that with some kid out there. I'm sure I'll have to ask for forgiveness later. Just because maybe parents are trying to, deal with their own egos, trying to protect you, right? Maybe in their mind they experience disappointment too whenever they tried something new. And a parent is coming in with all the information that they have in that moment, and they just say, little Johnny, little Johnny Cash, you can't do that. Don't even think about, Johnny Cash grew up on a farm, right? I watched that movie. I can't remember. And then he became a soldier. He served in the military. I don't know if anyone ever dissuaded him from writing or singing music, but, probably at some point in his life, somebody dissuaded him and said, who do you think you are? And you are kind of mastering that, or looking at the lion's mouth and saying, okay, where is this lion's mouth trying to scare me? Where has it defined me so far, and how can I redefine myself? How can I write a new narrative? How can I tell myself a new story where I come out the winner? And who is helping you, right? This is where the orbs come in. I really truly believe these are your spirit guides. And this energy feels very, very synchronous, doesn't it? This great movement from a central point up and out. Even these kind of speckles here, they seem like your spirit guides kind of thrusting you out from this dark place, you know, helping you, supporting you, providing that light from which you can emanate and then like kind of burst onto the scene. It's really incredible. I think earth signs, maybe you're just like really discovering your spiritual gifts. Maybe you've just met your spirit guides. Yeah, our spirit guides have been following us for a long time, but like I remember I wish I had written down the exact moment, but it was probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point. My ear has been ringing my whole life, right? Not like tinnitus or whatever it's called, not like that. But every once in a while, my ear will have that high-pitched ringing sound. I never knew what it was. But then I would meditate. I had my spiritual awakening during COVID, like so many of us. That's when I discovered I was a twin flame. And one day I was just sitting over on my bed right over there. And I don't know, I was just thinking, it was quiet, and I was just thinking about something. And all of a sudden, this, like real loud, real clear as a bell. And it just all like, the whole world burst open. And I said, Spirit? And that was it. That was my first true recognition of communication. Like, yes, signs and synchronicities, yes, those were everywhere. But that sound, oh, I feel kind of a muting in this ear. Thank you, Spirit. You see, it gives me so much warmth in my heart. That my spirit guides are right here. They're just right here all the time with me. It just makes me tear up a little bit because it makes me so happy. Like, they're awesome, and your spirit guides are awesome too. And they're like with you all the time. Start talking to them more and more and more. Like, it made me tear up. It made me so happy. And just like that big honk, yes, we're here. We're here to support you. Doesn't it feel empowering? It feels empowering to me. I don't know how you feel, but I hope you feel that way. It's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. Right? And it just feels like, yes, your twin is involved somehow because, you know, maybe all of this was spawned by dealings with your twin. But you can take credit for this growth because your twin's not doing the growth for you. You're doing the growth. You should be really proud of that. This is a good kind of pride. And where is your twin? Well, they're questioning. They're not quite where you are, but they're getting there. You got a major arcana? They got a major arcana. Number 20. Like, they're getting there. They're close. The Judgment card. Here's this open door, and out pours the whole universe, and they're asking themselves right now, like, am I brave enough? Am I brave enough to walk through and meet the divine, meet spirit, just as you met spirit, earth signs? They're at that turning point. It's magnificent, actually. But what's the converse of that? The unknown. Here's the flip side, the unknown. It's quite like this. What's out there? What's in here? What's in here in the heart space? This is the great beyond, the heart, the yearnings of the heart. Yeah, you can think about the cosmos. You can think about the universe. But the heart in itself is a whole universe, and some people never understand their own heart. But your twin is trying. They're scared, I can see. But they're also enthralled. That's kind of a nice place to be. scared and enthralled, scared and excited. They're trying to make a decision for themselves right now. I want you to see, you see this? It's almost like a slide at an amusement park. You can brace yourself the whole time, or you can throw your hands up and say, look, Ma, no hands. Spirit just showed that to me. Look, Ma, no hands. And specifically said that phrase, look, Ma, no hands. So I don't know if that's something that you say, or that's a meme you just watched or something. Spirit is showing me, see the doorway here? I don't know if you can tell, but it has like a pattern in it. Not here, I can see there's a pattern here, but in the door itself, that pattern, there's like a like a wood pattern, but it, to me, Spirit was showing it to me like it was fingerprints. So this door uniquely opening for your twin. You know, and your card and their card, it's kind of like traversing different sides of the cosmos ultimately to come together. Spirit's now singing the song Come Together by the Beatles. I gotta tell you, I don't really know what that song is about. It's really cool. It's one of their cooler songs, but just like, does it have to do with war? Does it have to do with, I have no idea what that song has to do with, but maybe it means something to you. Come Together by the Beatles. Well, I hear this line, one thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. You could talk about astral projection. You and your twin coming together in the astral plane. Spirit just gave that to me. But your twin is at a, they're at a choice point right now. Very critical. And Spirit is almost telling me, hold strong. Hold strong for them, for yourself. Right? Because you both mirror each other and you have telepathic connection. So any kind of questioning that they're going through, you're going to feel the effects of that. You might feel a little bit of confusion. I just felt some tapping on my eardrum, but like a vibration that did not feel pleasant. That always indicates to me there's a resistance to the message. There's some part of this message that might be upsetting you if you're a cross watcher. There's some resistance to it. I mean, I can understand if you're a cross watcher and you're feeling resistance to this. This is intense. It's intimidating. It's up to you. You don't have to take the twin flame journey, although as someone who is on the journey, it's one of the most excruciating and harrowing things I've ever been on in my entire life. And I've had cancer, like actual cancer. Like I've been through a major illness, which was also harrowing. And I'm speaking for myself, not for anybody else. That was awful. The twin flame journey, for me, for my heart, they're like on two different levels. I always tell people I would never, you know, some people on social media or whatever just like glamorize twin flames. I would never ever glamorize it. I would never wish this upon anybody. Just go get yourself a soulmate and have a happy life. I mean, I love my twin more than anything, and he knows that. But the journey, it tests every single fiber of your being. But the reward in terms of the knowledge and the experience, second to none. The connection I have with myself, with other people, with my spirit guides, with the universe, can't beat it. It's incredible. It's incredible. But it's a choice, and it's something that both of you are grappling with right now. Five of Wands. It's like Five of Wands is the card of like kind of fighting with ourselves internally. Five of Embers, Five of Wands. There could be this back and forth of just like wanting to set it all ablaze, you know? It's like we're a pretzel. We're trying to figure it all out, and we're stepping all over each other. Nothing makes sense sometimes. Everything feels between the both of you and the connection, it could feel very chaotic. That's why Spirit is asking you to hold strong. No offense to the cross watchers, but I think that your earth sign, and maybe it comes more naturally to them. They're a little bit more grounded. And so that's why this is really frustrating energy. We always have to work through the fives to get to the sixes. The fives are challenges and they're temporary. When we get to the sixes, that's where we have our victories. That's where things start to come into balance. Six also connects to the Lover's card, right, of the major arcana. So the connection right now feels a little chaotic. Hold strong. Advice from Spirit, it's absolutely beautiful. It's the Four of Wands. This can sometimes represent a celebration canopy, a marriage canopy. Four of Embers, where things are a little bit more calm. This is known as the 1111 card, known as the card of twin flames. Spirit is showing me that everything that you're going through right now just helps to put down the bricks, the foundation of the house of this twin flame connection. It adds to the experience, adds to the stability of it. And both of you are going through you're kind of in your separate corners right now. Your separate corners, but you're building this house, you know, this energetic house where things are there's gonna be a firm foundation being built up from it. And Spirit is saying, go through the lessons so you can build up this foundation, not just for your twin, especially not for your twin, but for yourself first, and then for your twin flame connection. And both of you, and it doesn't always feel that way, but both of you are building that foundation for one another. You do it for yourself, you do it for your twin. So it seems like it's a fraught reading, but it's really actually quite beautiful. It's almost like, it's like you're right on schedule. The Spirit wanted me to say that. You're right on schedule. So that's your reading, twins. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, twins.